Greetings and welcome back. It is the summer. It is the summer of 1580. Let me try talking with my full voice. There we go. Now, I'm mostly through the day here, and you're gonna see that mostly through the day is definitely where we are at. And the reason for it is that I have been trying to keep up with just restructuring all the people's jobs. There is so many things to do, and so many people who have to switch their role. Oh my goodness, we have so many needs that are being absolutely not quite met yet. We have a lot of jobs in certain workstations that just need to be populated. I have a lot of villagers that are without jobs right now, and I want to make sure we get this set here and now. I love that they changed which fibers this goes with. Now it's hemp fibers. That's new this time around. I thought it was wood last time, but okay. Keep making a really nice beds. Why not? We are just rolling in the resources at this point. Aside from fish, for some reason we're out of fish now. So one of my issues is I need to get some people who are set on fishing. And if I don't, we are not going to be able to make all of the things we wanted to make. Because I've got a few excellent meals that we were going to make. I have a few tempura that we were going to make. And we are out of fish. I'm hoping it's because we, in the update, have a little bit of a change to the freshness value. It does seem to me that some of these things were lasting forever. I better move you. Wahan is really where we need the most help at this point. There we go. At this point, everyone is employed. So close. So close. And this region, I don't really need to employ her there. We're missing in luxury and we're missing in meals. But I don't think I actually have, I have you here. Well, I can always replace you. It looks like I was just going for that, so that is the reason here. And that's not bad, but I'd like not to be stuck with just that. Wait a minute, something's amiss here. Did we not finish the project? Oh, I need to go talk to her. Ooh, darn. We almost had the excellent fish meal. I don't think we're gonna make it. I think we can keep the solid fish meal for now. Pura is tempting. Oh, and it will count as going all the way. Perfect, we're good. Now, health jobs. Luxury, you can just sit. We've got plenty of resources sitting in our storage. It'll be alright. Healthcare jobs, my guess is that I have something out there that's not fully producing. And I do have enough guards now. We're good there. Station 1. Burning is actually going, and we do have a number of people doing lotus fruits now. Oh look, a job. Uh-oh. See that autosave right there. Alright, well, I can at least get some people on this. We need more mushrooms. We also need more wells. So if I see anybody else who's stuck without a job, perfect. Alright, let's go finish up that quest. We're supposed to talk to the priestess at the shrine. And now the question of remembering which traveler outpost is the right one. Yeah, I definitely didn't remember the right one. Looks like some people have decided to post themselves in that area. Well, I'll have to go back and take care of them shortly. And I do appreciate the new camp outlook, or the new camp look for enemies. Alright, how do you feel about the shrine that's reopened to revision? Does it mean something? Does it mean anything to anybody in particular? She had a lover who was a bandit before. Go figure. There we go. And now we should have access to the excellent fish meal. Well, I thought we would. I guess not. We'll have to figure that one out. But there we are. Now we have a shrine to Raijin. I don't think I have anything on me that I can bring up there. No. Alright. Well, that being the case, here, do I have arrows? I, of course, have arrows with me. Why would I not? I don't think we want these people to establish themselves here, and they have a prisoner, and that's just not going to stand. Oh, and of course they're samurai. Wow, that's a good shot, buddy. That was a good... You did a good job anticipating where I'd be. I do appreciate that they've really sped up the... They sped up the rate on how fast they fire, which is good, because this... Oh, wow, do you see how far a shot that was? They really arced that out there. Hey, nice, buddy. But, I don't think you're going to be able to finish this off. Too bad we can't do sneak attack damage. That'd be fun. Then I would sneak around and actually, like, tenshu them. Look at that long shot. Where did your buddy go? Oh, there he is. Ah, I finally found his friend. Marching around in the pathway. And your buddy, is he, no ammo? Wow. Oh, and I can't take their ammo. Okay. Oh, I was hoping to do the drop on him. Okay, well, that'll take you. Like, I was hoping to get some better blocks in there, but he is just gonna get his swipes in where he gets them. More samurai being taken out is helpful for me, as we have a whole lot of quests to do later. Oh, that's cool. They actually have a sword embedded in it. Very neat. Now, I know there was one more of them. And he wandered off into the woods? Well, I did just gain a free arrow, and if he's gonna space out... I was trying to do the jump attack, because I kind of enjoyed the jump attack. I was just a little too fast in my jump. Okay. Good fun. Now that we've rescued somebody, now we have another person we can bring into the village. How did you get here? You deserted, okay. And then they captured you. He sounds like he's old, but he doesn't look as old as he sounds. I'm sure we can find a job for you here. This could be good. I think I have tons of canola left. He was a deserter. He's probably had some experience in the field at some point. Now I'm curious. Do we still get experience for cutting these things? It used to be that you get experience for attacking these things, which was a hoot, because you could level your skill up in an instant. It was really handy. Alright. Well, with this, we are... Ooh, there we go. Now we're getting our arrows. Making our progress in our day. Let's get things set and let's get going. Now we obviously have completed our projects here. Wait, why is the liberation? Oh no. Something's amiss here. It's not telling me the liberation benefits. Oh, there you go. It shows me the unlocks, but it doesn't show me anything about the number of samurai. So I finished the project here. Maybe it's just something between the update and now. Usually it would say how many enemies you have left to take out. Unless I've actually taken out enough of them. But that wouldn't make sense because I still haven't taken down the lead samurai. So that doesn't make sense. Alright, back here, let us... Why don't we just wrap up a bit here? Hey, actually, it's time to... And I know in my... I was recording for the workstations guide, which is part of why you're seeing things in a weird space here. There it is. Look, now I can do it. But can I not assign it as a meal? Oh, I know what's wrong. I was looking at the kitchen workstation, which is not the same as a tavern workstation. There we go. Now we have it here because this is a tavern workstation, and I didn't have enough meat for this one. So now this will allow us to get ourselves set here. Too low in spirituality. Shoot, that would be because we took on another person. Now with that, there we are. Now we have another workstation. I should be good to go here. And it's really time to get that healthcare issue set. We are stuck in a rough way for healthcare, and that seems to be a constant problem for me. The balancing out of healthcare jobs. Tricky. Alright, well, now that we're so far into the episode already, and so far into the season, let's get caught up. So, with this summer, this is the summer of 1580, and unfortunately for Akko and Kuroi-Ran, this is going to be the season that they get news from Akko's contacts, who still keep in touch with her, that the Ikoiki have truly fallen at this point. It is the end of their reign, or of their attempt to rebel as the Hongonji, Ishiyama Hongonji. That assault on the temple at this point is done. They were able to hold out as long as possible, and unfortunately not able to ultimately hold out forever. And they did surrender. They did give in to Oru Nobunaga. My apologies. And at this point, unfortunately, it does mean that for them, all of the major coordinated effort of the Ikoiki is fading, and Nobunaga truly has taken control of Japan at this point. Well, Nobunaga with the help of Hideyoshi Toyotomi. And with Hideyoshi finishing up the assault and leading that assault on that castle, well, I should say the siege on that castle, it's more of a maintenance thing. With that, it does mark the end of, truly for Akko, a cause that she believed in, and something that gave her great purpose. It will not be the end of her, but it definitely is something that gave her great pause. And with our playthrough and the fact that we did survive the raid and we're not injured, we'll say that this gives Akko reserve and that inspiration to fight for a new beginning here, and to figure that her greatest purpose at this point is simply continuing on and passing on her legacy and what she knows to the next generation, so that the memories of the Ikoiki don't fade and don't be lost to the pages of history and be forgotten. For us, it does mean that we never officially, or through anything that would bring someone to cause harm on us, we were never officially a part of the rebellion, and that will make it easy for us to simply survive and thrive onwards. We'll have to just maintain a low-key position here and move forward. Alright, I don't think we need anything from you, but that's great. I'm happy to have traders here. It is wonderful. Given how many lotus roots and how important lotus root is, oh my goodness, look at this guy. I will always take canola. Always. What is that symbol? Oh, okay, cool. That was my canola on top of that. That's a huge... And then I got distracted by it. We will take all the soybeans that you have to offer, friend. And honestly, it's probably worthwhile just to have a number of these. I just haven't actually taken them on in the past. So it'd be good just to have them around. With this, and with the... Look at that. Unfortunate. I would love it if they would give us some warnings. That would be a nice addition to this at this point, where, for example, okay, so this is good, but I'm out of oil. That's a problem. Well, that's a reason why I can't produce as much as I'd like to. This is out because we're out of meat. I would love a little announcement that says you are missing a resource. That would be really handy, because otherwise you have to click through these one at a time. I hope that that's something they're working on. Honestly, I really hope that's something they're working on, because it would help quite a bit. At this point, We have a number of fish. We'll switch over. And we're out of water. Yeah, that's the constant maintenance job that happens. So with this, I've noticed over my time that the greatest challenge is in just keeping up with healthcare without building a ton of taverns. Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. That was a very deep swamp, it turns out. There we are. And of course I'm sitting here doing this while I have a full inventory. But taking care of healthcare jobs, which it does turn out that lotus root and lotus seeds are the most useful resource. And also stone jugs. But also just trying to keep up with oil. That is my one major issue. Just trying to keep up with all those things. It's an issue in the sense that I need to have more workstations on it and more people on it. And I think from some of my early choices, I did not necessarily keep everything in a good spot where I could easily have just bounced right up to maximum resources for it. I just kind of slowly went into it. Now I did put fields here, and I do appreciate that. I might want to have 2 taverns in these areas, just so I can get more healthcare jobs. Just so it's easier on us. But honestly, really do wish they would have that. Gosh, that would be so nice. Because right now I have to go through and figure out who needs what. Alright, let's get some master arrows made. We do not have any iron sands, which is a problem. And we also... yeah, we'll definitely max this out. We do not have any iron sands, which will be a clear problem, and we don't really have a source for it. So making that village on the coastline, I honestly think that that's something worth putting on high priority. Oh man, just ducked in time. Turns out that I walked right in the wolf area. That's okay though. Now hopefully they got that deer on the way through. That would be very handy. Ah, oddly satisfying to do the jump attack. I mean, it's not very effective, but it's oddly satisfying. It just looks cool. Where is our buddy? Oh, I guess we'll just skin this one and have it come over and bite us a bit. Yeah, he's just not interested in coming over. There we are. Unfortunately, with that animation they do, it really slows them down to get you. Alright, let's do a little bit of hunting. We need more meat. Oh my goodness, do we need a lot of meat. We need a large collection of meat, and it wouldn't be bad to have more oil. Probably could go in and do some trading for oil. Wouldn't mind figuring out exactly who or what kind of trader brings back oil, just so we had it. I'm pretty sure the rabbits aren't going to be worth it. 2 meat, no thanks. We're in the age where we need lots and lots and lots of resources. Wolves are a pretty good meat source, it turns out. Easy to take down, they're too busy howling to do anything. I'll see you after I get some more hunting done. Well, maybe not, because now here's an enemy camp ahead. Luckily they left the fires on. We can easily see where they are. Oh, perfect. So now we actually get some easier enemies. Oh. Oh, poor guy. Oops, apologies. There we go. Poor guy. Trying to get in on that Didn't work out so well. Oh yeah, there are newer torches. I totally spaced out about that. Really? There we are. Yeah. Appreciate you. Free delivery of meat and other resources. Oh. And it looks like I was trying to... Oh, 1 tea. That's all you were doing? Having a tea break. Huh. Now, we could definitely have people doing workstations for this, and I think that that's where we'll go back to getting things set up for. So this is going to be an injection into our local economy of the resources we need, so that then we can have someone take over. But, unfortunately, they're not as efficient as we will be. And with our vast need for oil, we need to find a way to solve that problem quick. We can make 207 canola, and oil will take a lot more than just that. 3 canola per oil, and 1 water. The water is a problem because everything needs water. And we really need a lot more of that. Why not enjoy some nice tempura? Okay, what we're sitting on is a great collection of soybean, a large collection of canola considering. So to me, it's surprising that we are showing... There, now it's back. I don't know why I saw that differently. Okay, so then our last step here is just to balance out our cooking. And then we'll be set. And with this, we are going to take advantage of this evening. This doesn't make sense. There's no way we just ran out. Oh, I see. 14 to 0. That's good to go. Plenty of fish, lots of herbs, lots of rice. Excellent fish meals are excellent, it turns out. Kitchen cooking station. And I have you making oil, and I have no water. Wow. Good of you. Has to be somewhere else I can assign you. We're going to put them in the lotus farming area, because we need quite a bit before our next timeline, or our next day passes, sorry. Healthcare jobs are in a bad spot, and I know I saw somebody who was working at a tavern workstation, so we're going to double check those. And of course, this is the problem. Perfect. Now we're set. Now that we have this excellent fish meal, this is when it's going to become necessary for me making sure herbs are in check and that fish are in check. I like the fact that this takes 2 fish because it's easy to make 2 fish. Although, excuse me. Actually, I think I like this one better because I can make this last longer. And all I have to do is add more people to workstations and I can do this quite easily. Yeah, let's go for that then. We are going to need so much more water. So my thought is we're just going to drop a bunch of buckets into a number of wells. We'll get yet another injection of water into our local economy. And that will allow us to ignore it for quite a while. There we go. Perfect. Added another well over here, as I figured I would have more workstations for this as well. There we go. When we go around, we'll get more of these. Right, I did mention how I was going to take advantage of the night. And that is going to require us to have some bronze. Also going to require us to have a number of other things. need some bronze, some planks, and then we're going to make ourselves a travel station. And we're going to go cause a little trouble with the samurai. Looks like we're running a little lower on our straw, so this will be another thing we'll go through and gather up. And I think it'll be nice. I keep going to this little area, and I'm curious of something. I haven't tried this yet, and we'll try this together. Oops. I want to see if I can... Can I make a storage? Have every storage in it? Oh, boo. Nope. So then what I need to do is that's general storage. Here's a mess of things in here. This is quite the workplace. Oh my goodness. I need to have one of these. Okay, I do have a beverage storage here. I need to have one of these buildings that's focused only on herbalism, as in the making of the potions. And I need one of them to be focused on the foraging side of things. So one of them for herbalism and the other for foraging. Oh man, my tired brain is having a lot of trouble saying words. I apologize. So, let's see here. Walls have been started, as you saw from before, and our village is decently defended at this point. Alright, it's time for us to do a little forward checking. Oh, Yutaka, I am going to name our village number 3 Abundance, as an abundance of resources and minerals. And that comes from the adjective Yutaka, Yukata. And we'll have that as the name for now. And let's see here, we have one more village to build after that, obviously. Okay, as I recall, a large collection of arrows. And we have plenty. Our sword is still in very good shape. We can make it work. Now, the rumors are that there's a camp of samurai. Oh, look at that. Plenty of smaller camps. Oh, there we are. In the distance. Lots of fires. This must be where they've settled in and where we need to cut them out from. So, we'll travel down the hill. Looks like a place that rainwater runs off quite often. We won't take that footpath too much because it's probably slippery and filled with spaces that will easily slide out from under us. And as much as these samurai boots are built for combat and keeping us well defended, they aren't exactly built for crazy terrain. Small camp at the bottom of fruit trees here. But that's not what we're here for. We need to cause a bit of a disruption in this area. There we go, travel outpost number 6. Now, a tip, which I'm sure some of you already have, is once you put down one of these fast travel locations, write it down somewhere. Write down where it goes somewhere, just so you don't have to do this later. It's so frustrating when you have to look back up where your travel locations go to. Ooh, he's bobbing and weaving. Look at that guy. He's got the serpentine going. Well, you were making really good moves before. Well, unfortunately, you're not a master with the bow. Oh, this is gonna be the end of you, kid. There we are. Alright, whoa. Perfect. Conveniently, he's holding a lot of sake. People are busy partying because they are under the impression that things are going to go just fine for them. And as long as we keep them confident, as long as we're able to kind of take them on one at a time, we'll be okay. There we go. We gotta be careful of we gotta be mindful of our attacks and our defenses. Because these guys do a number of attacks. With the samurai, With samurai, do be mindful that they tend to go through the combos more often than the other ones do. And they're very good at blocking. Hey, we're finally getting a little better. Nice to see. We'll take the road less traveled. See what we can see. This terrain's a little more treacherous, so we can go up and around. And obviously, you can walk straight up the hill. Don't feel like you have to do what I did. You can just walk straight up that hill. And with this, oh, we actually can't go past here. We're at the edge of the environ. This will be tricky, because this fight is meant to be grand, and it is quite grand. In the sense that this guy can block almost everything you can throw at him. And got great attack value and some excellent weapons and armor. Our goal is not to take him out this time. Our goal is to wound him to the point where he can't take us on. Uh-oh. Tell you what, this doesn't seem fair. So what I'll do is I'll just get him down a ways in health, and then we'll come back and we'll finish the job. We'll say that essentially what we did is we found his secret place. We used some tactics from Akko and caused a little disorder in the camp below. She helped out with that. And then what we did is we found part of his nightly ritual. We've established that he does a nightly ritual. Ooh, that's more than enough. We found that he does a nightly tea ritual, and we poisoned his tea. So when we come back, we will finish the duel with him, and he will be done. Now, of course, is that cheating? Well, yes, but also he's been skilled in the sword. He's trained his entire life. It was never a fair fight. We will be sure to put him in a place where he is deserving of what he is. So this little uprising, this little samurai rebellion here, we will take them down. I do love the lighting, that looks so nice now. Oh, well, that sprang right up. Oh, wow, you poor guy. Well, at least you tried. Alright. We'll come back for our fight. So this is us just saying, we came here, we poisoned his drink, we leave. Head back, rest, and that's time to do a little bit of work in our village. Now I did mention how I have these two workstations here, as you recall, for just gathering resources and making more, and being sure that we have tons and tons of straw. Now I do need to gather some grasses in order to make that fully worthwhile. And it is nice, if you can, have a number of these little workstations nearby. Make it so that you can get access to your storages easily. I should really have my general storage out here too. Oh, it appears I do. This must be in a spot that I'm not seeing. This is right in front of me. Alright. We'll get some rest, and then tomorrow it is time for us to do some changes and add some things to our village. And I say that, and then I remember I need grass. I'm definitely seeing that once you have a Kama, this is it. Like, you don't need anybody at a workstation. It takes you no time to gather up a huge amount of grasses. So, no reason to waste a worker on this when they could be producing food for you or anything else. See, look at this. I mean, I've exhausted my poor person, and we're just barely scratching the surface of all the grasses we could take out here. And another reason why this is such a good area, you have a whole lot of resources right at your fingertips. Oh dear. That looks like the rising sun. We should probably get to bed. And get whatever sleep we can. I do appreciate that they say early morning. Let's see here. She's gonna sleep. Oh my. Into the late afternoon. 6 hours. Pausing for me to get a break with drinking some coffee, and then she's busy getting herself up. Darn. Doesn't even give me time for a sip. Alright, perfect. Now we have more water. We have a bunch of water in the other village too. Let's do this. Perfect. It's nice to have these stations next to each other. Alright. Off. Do I need to do? But I need some resources. Nope. Oh, actually. Do need some of those straw resources. Let's do that. There we are. We have a lot of things. Let's go. We'll head here. And then what I'll do is I'll gather a bit of sticks from our workstation. And we're going to mess around with some things here. There we are. I just want enough sticks for us to make a difference in our building so we don't have to keep getting more. Okay. This bell. Where does it extend that way? Oh dear. How far can we move this is the question now. That's a decent distance, isn't it? Okay, that's a decent distance. We don't want to lose most of this area. I'm curious if I can get away with even moving this far. Okay, let's check it. So what I'm doing is I'm moving my bell. And I'm moving it. And then when I pick it back up, it'll show me the boundary. I just need my workstations to all fit within this region. That one's fitting. I don't think we're going to be able to get a little... we can move a little bit. I'm curious how far we can move before this workstation is considered no longer in the boundaries. I want to make it so that we have the most space building out towards the coast, because I want to build 2 villages side by side here too. So with the previous village that you saw in the Central Valley, I'm going for the 2 village feel. And here I want to do the same. Alright, this will be a little risky, I'm guessing. It appears to have cut that one off. But I do have a bit of room to spare with that one, so I could move it over. Let us see something. Our iron ore processing station. No tool. Well, that's a fantastic thing to see. Oh, no it's not. And there's the issue. So no tool, it doesn't fit within the bounds. It's not technically within my village, so I gotta move this. I wonder, can I just put it here and still get the same effect? No, we cannot. Too far. Now I'm just trying to cheese it. Oh dear, nope. Okay. Then, what I can do is I can at least go all the way out here. And I can at least try to make this work then, right? I think that still has the tower within the region. And I don't need that tower for anything, so it's okay. There we go. And now we're set. And I'm guessing we're set by a long shot this time. Seems silly to have the workstation this far over, but I think what we'll do is we'll take advantage of us having a bridge here. Yeah, we're good. Alright, well we did not solve our healthcare issue, so before I can build up the villages, I'm going to take care of that real quick. I'm sure you remember the moment ago where I talked about how I was going to have an herbalist heavy workstation, right? Where I was going to build, I was going to have a forager's hut that is all focused on herbalism, right? Let that be here. That'll be what we'll put here, and no. We should change this. Much better. Yeah, we want this to look a little more put together. And we don't need stairs coming in from every side. This will be fine. There we go. And we can put something up in the back to make it look somewhat normal. They still have the issue with that part. I will put a stair here. And we can give regular entrances there. There we are. This is definitely going outside though. Now I am going to get rid of the bed though. Don't actually want this to have a bed. And as far as workstations are concerned, we're going to keep them only on the outside. Now, time to really boost the workstations here. Ooh, should have been holding down the right key. Hold up here. There's a better way to do it. If I'm going to do a lot of these, then I'm going to put these down. I'm holding on the shift key. And now I can just put a bunch of workstations down. Is this excessive? Oh, yeah. There we go. So, if you want to have a lot of herbalists and working in one major station, we can do this. Unfortunately, I don't really want to keep the Forger's workstation. I probably could just get rid of it. Yeah, I thought so. I was really hopeful, but that's okay. Let me just leave it there and have it be what it is. Alright, now we just need more people doing work here. Yeah, I hadn't noticed this before. I just built a new station. I hadn't noticed, but this bottom one is always... you can't see the bottom name anymore because of this overly zoomed out display here. Shoot, that's really unfortunate. Alright, well, I am setting a person up here. Oh, that's right, because it's in Kaiho. Go figure. There we are. Set a person up for meals. Now we're getting better here. And of course we need to really change things up for these jobs. But we need more workers. Alright, and I'm going to aim at... oh boy. I was going to aim at heavy. Sake is... oh, the... yeah, sake is really handy for this. We have to fix that conduit for this. So we'll fix the conduit for this so we get sake being produced on a regular basis. I was going to aim at Shucho, but because sake is so important for this, we got to make sure we're keeping up with it. And look at that. We definitely dropped some sake in here, and now we are good to go. Oh my goodness. Now let's check that job. Oh, calabash bottles, right. And I've never actually unlocked the darn thing, so here we go. Let's make a whole bunch and be done. This will definitely become a worker's job very shortly, but the amount of bamboo it requires is quite a bit, so we're going to go get some bamboo on the way back from finishing off our foe. Now, we have poisoned him as of last night, which means we want to get him when he does his nightly ritual, and then we'll be able to take him down, and that will be the end of him, and it'll throw the rest of his people into disarray. Now, I do love the fact that in Segi, we can now do the construction project to remove the structure, the mansion that was there for the deserters. Kinda want to do that, honestly. There we go. Oh, let's check that job. 2,340, or... yeah, kind of figures. Part of that is because we are missing a large collection of poisonous mushrooms. With that being the case, we have a lot of edible mushrooms, and you know what? I am curious here. Population of 75, pretty good. Luxuries, we're great. Spiritual we'll get onto soon enough, not worried about it. But I'm not seeing a lot of people that we have taken on in a while. I've not seen people who are here in this region from just wandering into our bells either. With Yutaka, we need a couple things here. So for our visioning of how far we can go, check out the boundaries. We can go all the way to there. Okay. Got a good amount of range. see what's going on for our Reach Dynasty level 19. How far are we off from that? Can't be too far. Oh gee, we're so close. We'll have it after this. Okay, let's check our points, because I tend to forget about doing my points. Keep things fresh is great. I will never get these, unfortunately, and I am not a farmer, but I tell you what could be nice here is to explore it a bit, right? There we go. We'll get those two so we can get the last ones. And our way to the monk point. Nice to get more of that. Poise is going to be the best. Regular's not bad. Less need for food is good. Ooh. More health is great, but I think poise is going to help us out more at this time. Because we are going to do quite the duel with our enemy here shortly. Without our final bell, I can't go over there to finish off what I'm doing. What is that? I tell you what. Let's build a bridge and get over it. Oh, no. Hold on. Do have special structures. Perfect. I was a little concerned that somehow I didn't. I love the covered large bridge. It's really nice, but it makes sense here. Oh, and that was perfect timing. Oh my. Unfortunately, in the late game with a lot of people, that takes quite a while now. I think we want this to look nice here. And we may want it to look pretty legit with the crossing. We'll end up with two crossings here. One crossing going this way, and one crossing going this way. Could make it follow the cardinal directions, but that doesn't seem 100% necessary. Nah, I don't know about that. I wonder if you can move them. Let's find out. I'm guessing you can. That's a lot of points. That's another thing I need to do with my workstations. I need to... Oh, yeah, of course you can move stuff. Why wouldn't you? Sengoku always delivers when it comes to that. Now, I will say that I didn't necessarily like how the stakes looked before. I'll move it back just a pinch. I don't need to be this picky, but I like having it look legit. I like having it look... It makes sense. There we are. Now all the stilts are actually in the water. It does seem a little far out for this part. And the bell being right there. Oh boy, I don't like that, but I think I can get over it. I built a bridge. Now I can get over it, right? And now with this one, I recall the stone bridge is a little bit of a distance on it, a little more room. This is not as long as I was hoping it would be. I'll see it from a better perspective. This will make it easier for us. That looks like it would make sense. And we can move that if it's a problem. There we are. That'll allow us to get into the other part of the village. Fantastic. With this, evening is setting. We have a, not enough arrows according to this. I just built a bridge and I ran across the river. I don't know. That's just who I am, I guess. Let's find out what this structure is about. It does look like targets, archery targets, so probably enemies, but who knows? Oh, it is a minor enemy camp. How about that? Perhaps we can give our blade a little workout. Take one of them out with the bow. We can take the rest out with the katana. There we go. Oop, almost ran into that one. Okay, now they can already move. Perfect. And you have no poise left. You're done. Okay, there we go. Nice and easy now. Now, I did have a plan here with all this stuff in my inventory, right? So we might as well use it. They had a little makeshift structure here. Interesting. So they were just kind of trying to reestablish in the area. Or perhaps they're kind of broken and settling from the last camp. Oh yeah, and I was going to aim at having a bell. That's okay. I'm going to set up the bell here just so we have it up and going. Now, if I do it right, I can have it so that we can build all the way up this coastline and can have kind of like a sister village side by side all the way up to this point. We will have the lighthouse there, and I can build all the way out to this here. Oops, I don't want to go too far. There we go, right at the edge of the circle. This, if I just go left and right, I should be able to find the edge of the circle. Boom, right there. That'll do. Is that a bear in a cage here? Now, I tell you what, despite all my rage, if I was still just a bear in a cage, I'd be much better off. Wow, and a level 2 bear at that. Pretty slick. We have a date with Destiny, though. We can't sit here and, we don't want to sit this. We'll go drop a couple resources in here. And then, it's back to the village. I totally forgotten that I don't have the equipment to make the... I don't have what I need in order to actually make this place a village yet. I need one more. I need the bell. And we can get that real soon. And here I am going to place that down, but I may not be able to find grass. It's a bit of a walk, but we were able to get some grass further in the swamp. This is what we're doing this for. Not only a coastal region, which is strategically worthwhile, but also the fact that this is a beautiful area to build something. There we go. That should be enough resources to make this work. And if not, we're not that far away. I'll see you at the duel. And I couldn't resist finishing this up. Go figure. I want to get this nice and set here. So let's check it out. I don't know if I'll be able to finish that spot there. See if we can see it within. Good. And that'll take care of some of those flowers that are just kind of popping up underneath the bridge. And since the bridge has a wide walkway, I didn't want one layer of walkway. There we go. Check that out. Ooh, missed a spot. So we can see if we can get that one, huh? Actually, I think it's just that I didn't get that one. Yes. Oh, but it didn't catch the one flower. Shoot, I'll have to work on that. We don't want to be late to our date, though. From here, we just need to maintain a low cover. We need to be sure that we are not spotted on the way in. And since we did the previous work, they should have more guards out here, but at this point, I mean, obviously travelers' locations don't make sense. So we will have come in from a different location. And we can easily get the drop on him. By taking out the leader right away, we not only we just simply finish the conditions for this region so that we liberate, but we also assure that we get ourselves a space to face them. I want to fight them here in this thicket. Oh, I do. That's exactly where this duel is going on. I've always loved the idea of a final duel in a bamboo thicket. So, let's wake him up. I do need you to actually face me. I mean, come on. There you go. Good guy. There we go. Come on in. have it. Now we gotta be cautious. We know he's a better swordsman than we are. We need to have him be confident. He's weakened, but he's not without ability. Gotta check our... Oh. And he blocks so well. Oh my. We are in trouble. He is way better than us. There we go. Alright. We can... Almost. That is it. And there we have it. We just needed to get him in a spot where he made his one foolish mistake. And then we took him. Oofda. That was, well, probably should have just kept him at full health. Now that I look at how that went, it went a little better than I anticipated. So, was it necessary to do that? Probably not. Holy wow. I don't remember there being this much loot in here. So that's just fine. That's fine. And there's his master katana. Man, 2 sets of samurai armor? Oh my. We need an armor stand in this game. Honestly. I would love that, because it'll look really cool. Okay. Oh, IBCU, I don't have any cooked fish to offer you, but this is a momentous day for us. We have freed all of the valley at this point, I believe. Let's double check and make sure that we have everything set. I do love the animations they did, as I've said before, and it's wonderful to see that. We'll need some cooked fish. I have any cooked fish. And that's it. We have done it. Now there are a number of camps, and obviously we could go clean up this area completely. Projects are done. We have some enemies that we saw here that we can take care of. And lastly, we still get to place one more bell. Ah yes, and here's our cleanup. Enemy camp demolition, 10 workers. Yes, we will be doing this. Oh darn, look at all this stuff I'm carrying. So unfortunately, I was planning on coming back with... I was going to come back with a whole lot of bamboo, but it looks like we're just going to have to settle for a little bit of bamboo that we come back with. And I still just love what you can do with that. This master katana is nearly taken down. Let's use this. We'll dull the blade on all this bamboo. We'll let his sword rest here. This will be the final resting place of his sword. It was an honorable fight. It was a good end. And we will leave his sword for his space forever. There we go. Oh, and I can't just drop it there. I'll just drop it here. It'll stay in that space forever, as I said. Alright, nice. With that, we've got a good amount of bamboo. But we'll have to come back here for more. I don't think I have any planks in my inventory, otherwise I'd build a fast travel location right here. Although, something tells me that last time I remember making a fast travel location, I noticed you can't move it. Which I absolutely loved, being able to move those things. If I can still move it, I'm going to move it up to that hill, and that's what we're going to do to have us travel into this area freely and easily. And as you play the game, one of the really handy things to do, as you already saw here, if you finish the special projects in a region first, all you have to do is finish the other conditions, which are usually take out a leader and take out some enemies. So once those are met, boom, you get it, and you can take advantage of that area before the season ends, if you happen to have built a village there, which is really handy. Oh, that's perfect. I don't know why I thought it couldn't move it. Here we go. We'll go move our location up there and be set. That looks like a nice spot. Alright. It's off to home to drop things off, and then it's off to get a bell. Now, this is going to put us at a fun spot where I still have to finish a number of things in the village that I was working on, right? And obviously the game at this point, as far as let's finish all the things, is done. Like, we have accomplished all of the major goals that we could possibly want to have. We're going to put that in our stand at our house. There's no reason to leave it here. Those two I can put in the general storage. It's fine. Not a big deal. But that is not the end of the game for us, because I did not turn in the Onibaba quest yet, for a very good reason. I want to finish building this village. And I want to make it expansive. I want to make it look really nice. I want it just to pop, right? Like, I want it just to look great. You are my master katana. Drop you on the ground and hope it doesn't disappear. Perfect. Now, time to decorate this beast. There we go. Nice. This is us having our final. This is. Look at all of what we have done. All the evolution of things that have come with time. Do need to get a. Oh, I need to get a pole arm on this one, right? I mean, we have these decorations. We should certainly use them. Oh, I tell you what. We can actually have this. Oh, beautiful. This is going to look fun. Nice. I love it. And this is just the fun of it, right? You gotta just have fun. There we go. We could do more, but I think the rest are going to be saved for other locations that are going to look more clear to see in other areas. I could use a lot more bamboo. I've got a lot more bamboo. We'll take care of that in a little bit. First off, to the temple we go. Let's get our bell, and then build our final village. And then it's going to be time to expand. Now, for the final flyover, which happens in mostly the Central Valley area and the north, it tends to go up and around. We will see some of Segi, but it's not going to be a lot, unfortunately. Thank you for granting me another bell, but for the moment, no. The right path. You seem busy. Seek spiritual guidance from our guy on the hill. You got it. We can go talk to Genno, the mountain hermit, who's outside of Sosogi. And he is at one of our special projects as well, which I'm looking forward to you seeing in the special projects video. You can see all the things you can build and where, and what they get you. But for now, it's time to rest. Let's check our needs for the day. Beverages are at a very bad place, go figure. That is most likely because in my jobs, I will find that I'm out of tea leaves. Tea leaves go fast, it turns out. And yeah, canola seed. Okay, so we have a lot of busy work ahead of us. I'll take care of that and see you. That's a very important structure to build. Okay, I got distracted. So what ended up happening is I came over here and I was going, you know what, I need to build a tannery back here, because I don't love having to run constantly back and forth to different things. And if I was to build a tannery in a village, I wouldn't put it next to where all the people are, because it's not exactly the best smelling thing in the world. So what we're going to do is we're going to build it here, and we're going to make it a little more aired out, so that it makes a little more, we're going to make it have a little more airflow here, so the people working in here are in a better space. And I also happen to like those structures there. Ooh, you know what? We need more windows. Yeah, and unfortunately we're at that space where I need to go and I need to get a lot more resources. I need to get workers switched up into things too. I don't have a lot of people producing planks for me, and that is such an important thing. There we go. That's what it'll look like in the end. Alright. I'm going to switch a lot of things around, but I do want to make that healthcare structure first. That's me stalling for time so I can figure out how to pronounce that. I'm going to totally butcher it, and I'm so sorry. I don't speak Japanese at all, and I'm not even close to native. I'm not even close to knowing it. I have no experience. So you'll have to pardon the fact that I am ignorant to how to pronounce these things. Alrighty, we are going to go to our spiritual structures in our village. Monastery structures. They Chozuya, I want to say. Purification station. And for me, I think that this is so important by this river here. That we have our place where we're making our medicines, and now we have our place where people are going for their purification ritual, and the temple. This is to attract people to the area and to really drive our region. Oh, I think for this we can do some nice things with cobbled rock in here. Ooh, that's not going to work. This, unfortunately, is going to overtake my roadway, so I'm trying to be careful where I place it. With these, it is sometimes tricky. You have to essentially just go right through the center of it and hope that you don't run into light. Hindsight, it does look like that was a better move there. Okay, starting at the far end was definitely a better move. Oops. The other thing to get used to is that idea that where your character is standing, the ghost starts a little further back than what you expect. Not bad. Now we just need to make sure one that goes across. Yeah, I think that's a good way to have this. It's not exactly aligned north, south, east, west, so it's not perfect for the stone, but I do think it looks plenty nice right like that, and we can definitely add more to it to make it even better. Now the best part about this, though, the absolute best part about this is we assign somebody to this. And who do we want to take? We have a lot of security, but I don't think we have enough. Let's get rid of this one. We will fix this because we have spirituality jobs here anyway. Oh, nice. And now we built this great structure and then people are coming to take it. What's really handy here is that this gives us healthcare and spiritual jobs. This structure, honestly, I think is the best. It is the place I aim for in time. It's just so good because it takes water, which we have plenty of now, and turns it directly into a lot of needs taken care of. Healthcare, spirituality, fantastic. We are set to go. If it did luxury, it would be the ultimate structure. There'd be nothing to it. We would just do that all the time. Alright, with this, it's time to finish up some of the work here. And I think, based upon our stonemason stations, we are in a great spot for this. And I do want to keep my conduits for paper going, but otherwise I do think it's time for us to change a couple things here. I'm going to change these to poisons. Since the poison mushrooms we get double of, and we do need them for some herbalism issues. And tea leaves, right? Always. But I don't think I need so many people doing this anymore now. Malaria meds, only 9, and we are in such a good place for this. And that just freed up a worker. Alright, now we're finishing up some things here. We are building master knives, since I now have a person who's actually doing the job we need for meat. Change that up. 66 meat is great. So now that we have masterwork and we have all the levels up for our people, that is exceptional. We are definitely sitting in a weird spot for our people with beverages, just because I'm sure part of it is that we don't have tea leaves, right? There we go. We can just switch it up. 2,000. You know, honestly, this stuff, it's hard not to take this one on. Oh, there we go. Look at that, 13,000. I mean, yeah. We'll do it for the needs and keep it simple. A raid tomorrow. We'll get him. Let's go. Time to put out the bell. Here we are. Boom. Right. I brought some other stuff with. I also brought an excessive amount of resources with. I wasn't sure if I remembered to put everything in here, but it's time to get the basics. We do need a general storage, always important, and I'm going to have it right here early on, since I don't want to travel back and forth all the time, constantly gathering resources. We can fix it later. We can move anything in this game, after all. And that's it. We now officially can gather all of the things that we have from our different locations. The only other one that's really necessary at this point is just the wood storage, since that's going to be the majority of the other resources that we pull in. But since I've left so many random things in my other resources, it's not going to be an issue, it turns out. Oh, apparently I can change the stairs entrance. I don't think we're going to see much, though. Oh well. If I'm going to be extra, I'm being extra. There we go. That's it. We officially have everything we need to just make a village pop into existence here. Ooh, hold up. Try not breaking down your structures before you have all the things out of them. You don't want those to disappear. And obviously we'll clear this area out and free the bear. And when I say free the bear, I mean probably kill the bear. That's going to be tricky. There is so much more that can be done. And this is just the beginning for this village, and just the beginning for expanding that one there. We do have a raid tomorrow, so I figure I'll just start building up here, and then once the raid happens, we'll close on that one for this episode. But for now, I'm just going to fast forward build. Alright, so I did pick a fight. And I ran into a weird glitch where I couldn't actually press my keys. So I couldn't switch weapons. Ooh, serpentine. Nice jumping around, man. Good work. Why'd you stop doing your cool dodges? You were doing great. Too bad you invest so much in those swings. Makes it tricky to win. Oh, we're so low on inventory space. These logs are just taking up too much room. Drop some off, and then we'll finish this guy off, and then we'll see about this whole bear thing. Not 100% convinced this is a good idea. Oh yeah, well, now we definitely have to be fancy here. Oh, can I not? There we are. Stairs. Because why not? Look at it. Okay, the enemies have to wait now. We live on the coast, we can't avoid having fishing. And we'll get more workstations as we go through here as well. I don't want to put I like the boat structures in this one. I think they look rather nice. Sometimes they have a puzzling way of being added. And again, if you hold down shift while you're placing a workstation, it does a great job of laying in more than one. As many as you wish, as long as you're holding down shift. Start of it. There we are. There we are. Perfect. Dropped off all my items, so that's why you're seeing a little bit of a break in this. Yeah, honestly, not... Look, I want to free you. I really want to free you, but it doesn't look like you're interested in that too much. I'm going to probably regret this really much. Oh, I'm really going to regret this. See how far away we can stand. Ah, this is such a bad idea. What am I doing? So bears do a lot of damage, by the way, if you haven't already found out. So, right, yeah, like that. Significant damage. Can I free this bear and just let him live? I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to try to liberate the bear, free it. It can't control the fact that it was left in that cage, and it certainly isn't, you know, it is angry, and as it should be. It was captured, and all these people around here kind of look the same, and they're all the same issue. So, can't blame it for attacking us. Problem is, now we definitely want to wait a little while before it leaves our village. And obviously I could fight it, I could defeat it, and we could have, you know, fought a bear, but nah. I'm gonna say for our play that that's just not the way. Alright, anyway, back to fast forwarding. Okay. Raid is expected in the early afternoon. Okay, now let's wrap up some stuff. As far as our needs are concerned, luxury is the only one left, but we have a lot of little projects we could do, so I think what we'll do is we'll just go and gather ourselves up some stuff. Let's take with us some things so we can do some fast travels. Need planks, that's about it. We'll use the best planks we've got. And then we'll take care of some of our projects we haven't done yet. And then as soon as the raid starts, we'll bounce back here. There was the cat. Now, I do have a rather convenient little thing here where I need bamboo for my fast travel locations, obviously. But I also have access to bamboo. There we go. Probably should take on the bamboo I already cut, right? With that. There we are. Now, let's get some of these final locations done. We do have a quest line we can wrap up in Sosogi. Already finished up the Jizo Shrine and also the lighthouse, so we don't need to bother with that one. But what we do need to bother with is our quest line up here. And we have plenty of time until the afternoon. And here we are. We're at the Watchtower site. Build ourselves a fast travel location here. There. Number 7, I'll write that down. Greetings, the Abbot sent me here for guidance. Been waiting for me. Perfect. And now we get the reflection of things. Now, this person, of course, we were out of sequence with what we did with our playthrough. So normally we would have met her with the Abbot, and we would have met her at first when we were supposed to scare away the Onibaba.
あなたが最初にやってきたとき、私はそこにいたわ。あなたは貧しい避難民だった。でも強い精神に突き動かされていた。あなたは家を建てた。でも作るのは家だけじゃない。村社会を作ろうとしていたわね。あなたは日本の真の指導者としての道を歩んだ。長ったらしい名前がある華やかな着物を着たやつらじゃない。城に己の旗を立てるためなら平気で人々の命を奪うような奴らとも違うの。あなたはこの地を奴らの支配から解放した。そして今、人々はあなたに注目しているわ。あなたにとってはそれが誇らしいことでしょう。私はここからあなたのことを見ているわ。その誇りに飲み込まれないようにね。覚えておいて。あなたは彼らの一員なの。そして彼らが本当の国を作るのよ。
Nice. I do love the quote there. It is interesting, the final quote coming from 1307. So she's like the ghost of this person, I'm imagining, because it's way past that time. The Sengoku period was mostly later than that, but not a big deal. There we go. We've done it. We've gotten ourselves to this point. Special project construction sites are now so much cheaper, which I love, because it used to be quite a thing, getting all the tiny little detailed parts that you needed for these. And I'm still in the habit of building these fast travel locations just to get the structure up in the very first place. I even forget to bring just the 2 logs and the sticks. So used to saying, I'm gonna need a ton of sticks and I'm gonna need a ton of bamboo and all these things. There we go. And at least get part of the bamboo in there. Nice. Then we'll wrap up this project so we can finish our season. And I'll just fast travel back and forth to get that one done. I also think it might be nice to go to Injiro and then go all the way out to the island. Actually, I should have gone to Segi, shouldn't I? Segi might actually be closer. Oh, nice, a person. Segi might be slightly closer, we'll have to see. But that's where I'm going next. I want to have the lighthouse up over there. Why not? We have time, we have people. We might as well do this. And I believe we're going to take on some Ashigaru to finish this off. All three of them. Oh, it's a little busy. You're not like your compatriots. You gotta do the serpentine dodge, buddy. I'm getting a lot more used to the combat in this game, that's for sure. Now I'm starting to get to the point where I can kind of rush in brazenly and just kind of cut them down. That's a satisfying thing to see. We'll test that now and watch me die. That's too bad for you, buddy. Yeah, definitely getting a lot better at how things work here. Alright, our raid should be starting pretty soon, so I better get myself across this little area quick. And here we are on the other side. Now, did they trap another bear? Oh dear. Oh dear. Ooh, that was a little close right there, right? Let's get a little more distance between us. Let the healing take in. And then a little more distance as well, so we can buy ourselves a little time for healing. I do appreciate that the healing goes a little slower. We can't just make it too easy. Go. Oh, took him down. Now that obviously breaks our poise really well. That. Oop, gonna definitely die if I don't run. What should we do here? I think we gotta be smart about this. We've taken a few hits. There we go. There we go. Get our cut in before they do. Finish it off. Now we can get our refugee here, but let's focus on our task at hand. Alright, well, I did not bring enough bamboo, unfortunately. There you go. You go free. We're good letting you go. Ooh, actually, that's... Oh, I need another cage, though. That's good, though. I might be able to get enough bamboo to finish up that fast travel location just by being out here. What to see. So right now we're just running back so we can get to a fast travel location, because we do actually have the raid coming up here quick. Now, I am curious. Are we going to actually see people show up here, and are they going to actually be able to be attacked by our people? You know what I'm going to do here too? I'm going to put me a guard tower right here to see if they can actually show up and actually attack. So let's do that. Let's get somebody else in here and let's see if they get to fight from here. You there. Yeah. Same job, different location. Ideally, that means they'll be right there when the raid shows up. You, no. Oh, actually. Trade with you. Here, have some stuff. I just want your money. That's really all I want. And look, they showed up. Now I gotta figure out how to cancel. There we go. Right, let's see what we can do here. We were not able to chase down the other warrior, but we were able to defend the village. I do appreciate how like people have to flee. Now these, a lot of those Kanobos, those were dangerous. And the fact that they can break through your guard really well, and the timing on them is a little tricky. I'm still getting used to the timing on those Kanobos and how when they do their attack, their power attack is a really slow windup before going. So for me, that takes a little bit getting used to, as I'm sure you are discovering as well. Now, what I'm going to do here to wrap up this whole thing is I'm going to go over there, I'm going to tear down, I'm going to set this project up to tear down that deserters camp, and then finish the lighthouse project, and also the guard tower. Take care until next time. Thanks for joining me.